everybody. Another week back. I'm John Alite, the mob, the mafia, and the man. And this time, this is the man, and you're going to let me finish this time, right? And this is the man, and here's our guest, Chris Carrozza. How are you, Chris?
I'm good. How you doing, John?
All right, man. It's great to see you.
Great to be here.
You forgot my name. I'm just the man now. Now I went from Mike Dowd.
Oh, yeah, Mike, what's your name?
Welland.
Dowd.
Welland Dowd. Yes.
Welland
I'm
and
sorry.
Dowd. It's
This
good.
is at
I
the
like
Howard
that.
Stern show. I apologize.
I'm going
nice.
to tell everybody, let me tell you something. So people that don't know who you are, can you introduce yourself a little bit?
Wait,
Sure.
John, are they going to hit the subscribe button?
They got to they already know to hit the subscribe button. To my friends,
But not the ones that already subscribed.
my friends, my fans, and my soldiers. They'll
The
hit
soldiers.
it. They
He got
hit
some
it.
soldiers out
I
there.
got some
He still has some soldiers out there. Actually, before you go into Chris,
My Albanians.
he does really. John does have a lot of good following out there, and actually a lot. And Chris, you guys can touch on it a little later. A lot of old wise guys fucking still keep in touch with John, so it's really pretty. You know, all that stuff that they
It's on
talk.
the camera.
I don't mean guys in the criminal world.
You mean this is being recorded?
No, not.
Wait a minute. Can we really say what we want to?
Don't misquote me out there. I'm not talking about guys in the criminal world today. Guys.
Evan, am I looking at a camera?
From
right
the
there?
world, right?
I just want to know what I'm looking at because
Yeah.
I'm trying not to look at him.
Yeah.
I'm going to look this way.
Isn't that the one they use on?
You know when you're a kid, you put the cereal box in front of
Over
you when
here,
you
not
eat
to
with
see
your
your
brother.
brother.
That's
Yeah,
the
see
camera the
brother.
girls use on only fans. Isn't it fans only?
Fans. Only fans.
Yeah, yes, that's it.
And what were you
I
saying
heard.
again?
I heard.
Glow light.
I heard.
It was the glow light.
Oh, no.
Yeah. No, so anyway, so Chris Carrozza, go ahead.
Tell us about yourself, seriously. Where you from?
Where
and
you
all
from?
that. Let people know.
How you doing, everybody? My name's Chris Carrozza. I come from Brooklyn, New York, originally. Now live on the west coast of Florida.
With that accent, I really thought you were from Florida.
I'm really from Mississippi, but I can't get rid of it. I can't get
How
rid of
long
that.
you been down
the
here in
voice,
Florida? How long you
none
been
of it.
here?
I've been in Florida about 35. Yesterday, the 8th, was 35 years. I live in Florida.
Your kids, wives?
I am
Two,
single
three-
now.
two, three
I
of
had
each.
2 ex-wives.
Two, three of each.
I got one of these, 2 of these. No, I have 2 ex-wives. I have
So
2
you're
children.
broke now.
I have 2. Well, the child support's over, so I'm climbing back up.
Wow,
So we're
wow.
climbing. They're
Oh,
all
so
over.
we were going to take him out to
18.
dinner tonight, but maybe we can.
Oh, wait, listen, I still got a payment or 2 left.
Oh,
to
here
make.
we go. Back it out.
We'll get into that. But I've been in Florida for 35 years. Came from Brooklyn. One of 5 siblings. Mostly boys. I have 1 sister. She's the baby. I got 1, 2, 3 brothers. 2 already passed.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Passed. I have 3 kids. 1 of them already passed.
Wow.
My son Vincent, he passed
Sorry to
3
hear that.
years
This
ago.
guy's already. Look at this. Right now, stop. Stop.
Yeah.
Look at the experience in this room right now. I mean, if in today's day and age, you got a young man here.
I
Chris,
got experience in something no person should.
Yeah.
It's
But
called
You know what?
suicide.
But, yeah. And you got
lots of suicides. In
My
this.
2 brothers and my son.
This is
committed suicide.
this is.
My brother Vinny, on the 8th, it was 17 years. And then
See, now
my
I
brother
wanna-
Jojo,
now I wanna cry.
he came home after doing 13, and I don't know what he was thinking, and he couldn't handle it. And then 13 months later, my son was having some issues, I guess. Wanted to move back to Florida, made that arrangement with him, and never fulfilled it. He passed. Took his own life.
Wow.
At a gun range, more or less, on video. You know, so I
You never
just
fucking
couldn't.
told me that,
I
bro.
actually I did.
Yeah, you did. You told
I
me.
actually
knew it.
did.
Yeah.
Me and you talked about this. Remember when
On the
I
phone.
posted?
Were we on the-
Remember I posted
Okay,
something
yes.
and you thought it was my brother because
Yes.
I said Daddy will always love
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
And you were like,
yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear about
Yes,
your
you
brother.
did.
And
But
like,
I got.
No, it was my son,
there was-
and it wasn't drugs. It was he.
Yeah, I
was
got
the gun.
confused between a couple of.
And
you had
it-
3 of them you
that's
told
just
me
not
about.
something any person
Oh
should
my
have experience in.
God, you did tell me.
And
right.
you know, I'm here.
You're a strong person.
I'm
though. You got a
alive.
good
I
outlook on
survived.
life.
What's amazing about it is who he is today.
survived.
There was a moment there where you were a little.
I was very weak.
little
and
shaky,
down.
a little shaky. You
I
know,
thought it
don't
was
think
the
you were-
end. You think it's the end, you know? You don't know what to do with yourself.
Yeah.
So I picked myself up. I went to a therapist. My daughter,
went to a therapist?
my oldest daughter. When I told her, I said, "Listen, honey, Daddy is in therapy now. I got some problems from Vinny. My son's name was Vinny. And I said, I got some problems from Vinny that I'm not ready to put away yet. And I had to go get some help."
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah. Imagine
The
that.
earth just stopped.
Imagine that.
And I was like, why? And she's like, Dad, you don't talk to anybody about anything. I said, yeah, but this one, I can't hold in no more. Otherwise, I won't be good.
This is a lesson for
and
us,
I went,
too, right? I mean,
and I went, and I did
I
10 months of therapy.
Wow.
Started off once a week, then went to twice a week. No, started off once a week, then it was every 2 weeks, then every 3 weeks, then once a month, because you can't go to therapy every week. You have to have time to exercise it into your life.
You end up marrying your therapist.
Right? She was kind of hot. She was hot. And
You know, there's a therapist that you know, sometimes they sponsor some of our shows. Better Help, and you know, and really, everybody knows I believe in therapy. You just call in. You don't have to go out. It's convenient. You can stay on the phone.
Not like this.
If you're a little down and out,
They
you get
Zoom
on
it
the
or phone? Is it a Zoom?
On a phone, and I guess you can arrange a Zoom if you want. I've used the phone. I never used a Zoom, but I guess that's individual.
I think it's great.
Depending on the therapist.
If you're having issues,
and you have an
you
issue,
can't
you're a little
solve them,
depressed, why not?
and you call your buddies, Chris, help me. Mike, John, I can't help you. Mike, I can't help.
So, Chris, the audience that's going to be watching us is going to say, this guy is definitely from.
I'm from Bath Beach, Brooklyn.
Okay.
I was born originally in Windsor Terrace, which is over by Prospect Park, Southwest.
Okay.
And then when my parents got divorced, I lived in Kensington, very little. And then I moved 16th and Shore Parkway.
Okay.
Between Cropsey and
So
Shore
you-
Parkway.
so you
So I was
came
5
up-
houses from the Belt Parkway.
You came, yeah, I know.
So
what
you
mean.
met a couple wise guys, street guys,
There's
and
a
mob
couple
guys.
of guys in my neighborhood,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
that bounced around.
Yeah, but you got a name, Chris. Your last name. Can I say your last name?
Yeah, you can say my last name.
Carrozza?
Carrozza.
Now that name's a little bit of a got a
Yeah,
little
well,
bit of.
there's some old-fashioned stuff behind it back in the old days.
Of course, not you.
No, I'm a bondsman.
Oh,
I'm
wait,
a bondsman.
Hey,
Wait a
gotta get
minute.
there.
I'm a bondsman. bro.
Anybody watch Midnight Run with Robert De Niro?
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
the real
that's
guy.
what I do.
We don't
I
want to
do
get
that.
there yet. I want to build up.
Well,
He dumped the baby right in the middle of
let it out. You're good. Let it out.
You're on Bath Avenue.
So I'm on Bath Avenue, and if everybody knows about Bath Avenue, you should know about Bay 16th Street.
Okay,
Which
Bay 16th.
was where some guys that are no longer around used to be. Like Tommy Karate was around
Tommy
there.
Karate. And you know Tommy
And,
Karate.
I know Tommy.
Did you
and,
rob Tommy? Did you rob Tommy?
Yeah, I robbed
Am
Tommy.
I allowed to say that on
Yeah, you can
Oh.
say
And let's see, Anthony Spero was over there
Spero?
on that corner, and then if you go on Bay 13th Street and Bath, you had Mikey Scars, and that whole crew
Mikey
is there.
Scars. Do you know Mikey Scars?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know Mikey
that whole
Scars.
crew there. I got an interesting story with him. I met him in Fort Myers, bro. Interesting story.
Tell us the
with him.
story. I want to hear
Interesting
it.
story
Do you
with
think
him.
you should
Yeah,
say
you
it?
can tell it. Why not?
Interesting. No, it was just a funny story. We were hanging out. Somebody had brought Mikey
Who's
Scars.
we were hanging out? You weren't hanging out with
I
him.
was there.
No, I wasn't. He's
He
friends with
wasn't.
one of my friends, actually.
Yeah,
My
Calvin,
childhood friend,
Calvin,
Calvin.
yeah.
He knows a childhood friend of
Okay.
mine.
All right.
I was hanging out with a friend of mine. I used to
Beach
own a
Kid.
pizzeria too. We'll get to that in a
That
minute.
I wanted-
We'll get to
that's
that in a
what I
minute.
wanted to start
The kind of
with.
guy with a pizzeria. Go
Yeah,
figure.
imagine that.
So this guy brings
Today there's no
Mikey
more
around,
Italians running them.
and he doesn't know who Mikey is.
Right.
He doesn't know who Mikey is.
Right.
So I'm sitting there, and I'm staring at him, and I'm like, that's fucking Mikey Scars, bro. I know who he is. That's Mikey Scars. And here's the funny
So,
part.
Chris,
I
how
know
would
it's
you
him.
know it's him? How?
I will tell you how I know it's him. It is him because there was a girl that he used to date
Okay.
in the neighborhood. She was gorgeous and hot on Bath Avenue.
In the day.
In the day. I'm not going to say her name.
Right.
I was interested in her younger sister.
Okay. There's nothing wrong with
And
that.
I'm still friends with both of them to this day.
Oh, is she still around?
They're both alive. They're around. One of them lives in Florida, like right near you, over by Plant City.
Okay. Yeah.
Are they still hot?
She's good looking. I mean, I don't want to show pictures.
He plugged you. I just
But,
want to know.
Good
You're gonna
looking
whip it out.
girls.
You're not
Good
gonna
looking
whip.
girls.
You're not gonna whip it out here.
No, I'm not gonna whip it out right now.
Okay.
I gotta get a little more excited first. And then, so the guy brings him. I'm with a buddy. My buddy doesn't know who he is.
Right.
And I'm standing there going, what are all these tough guys? They think they're tough guys, and they don't know who the tough guys are.
Yeah. Right.
So what kind of tough guys are they really, right? Yeah. Okay, no problem. We sit down. We're in Gulf Coast Town Center in Bonita Springs, Florida. And Mike comes out, and he's got a big wad of cash, and he's, playing the role, these, those, and them, and da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
And we were just
Bada
hanging
bing,
out.
bada boom.
Yeah, we were
Yeah,
just
yeah.
sitting there, he
Forget
takes his
about
wad
it.
out,
Yeah.
and he just
And he doesn't know
throws
it's
it
you?
on. He doesn't know I know him whatsoever, or he thinks I'm a dumb white man
Yeah.
from Florida.
Yeah.
And so we're standing there and we're talking.
He doesn't see you.
And we're
he doesn't see
well,
your
he
ring.
sees these.
He sees your.
These are my daughter, my youngest daughter, Maya. She's 19 now. When she was 3 years old, she didn't want the tattoo with her brother and sister. She wanted to be alone.
Right.
So this is what we came up with.
Okay.
So we put her handprints on. So I'm standing there with Mikey, and we're talking. We're having a drink, shooting shit back and forth, very relaxed. He comes over to me, and he goes, "Hey, mano nero?" Now, I know what that means. Yeah. And I'm like, no mano nero. And he goes, no. He goes, where you from? And I was like, I don't know if you know it.
How can he not hear your accent?
How can he not know?
I know.
Yeah,
And he goes, I said, I'm not sure you're going to know it,
Can't
bro.
bang on the fucking table here, all
All
right?
right, I won't
You're
bang
not
on
knocking the
table.
cameras.
So I turn around, and he says, where you from? And I'm like, Bay 13th in Bath? Have you ever heard of it?
Ever heard of it?
I don't know if you have.
Yeah.
And then I just kind of walked away, and he was kind of like, oh, no. And he just went this way. And
What'd
I
he
was
do
just
with his
like,
wad?
So
What'd
then
he
the
do
next
with his
day,
wad?
I'm telling the guys I'm with, I'm like, listen, morons, you don't know who we were with? You have no idea who that guy was. None. And I'm like, and you guys are tough guys, and you guys want to be tough guys?
You don't know.
You don't even know who tough guys are.
Right.
I said, all right, I'm going to show you a picture, and you tell me if it's him or not. And I showed him a picture of him. Yeah. And they're like, holy shit. They got on the phone. They started calling each other back and forth. Oh, my God. I'm like, big deal.
What did he do with the wad? What did he do with the
Are these
wad?
guys?
Big deal, bro.
Are these guys
If you
visiting?
throw that water around like that, it would have been easy to just take.
Are these guys from Brooklyn too? The Brooklyn guys that were visiting you?
Bergen Beach
Oh, they're all from neighborhood guys.
and Bay Parkway and
How,
20
here's the question. How did Mikey not know? Doesn't he hear the accents?
Well, listen, when you have to play the dumb part, you have to play it.
Yeah.
You have to play it.
Yeah.
Oh, where's Bath Avenue? I've never heard of it. Meanwhile, his club was 6 feet away from the street sign that said Bath Avenue. So,
But he's not a dumb guy. I mean,
No, very smart guy.
But how does he
Nice
not
guy.
realize? Yeah, no, Mike's a nice guy. He's personable.
Nice guy.
But
We
how,
had a good
but,
conversation.
but how does he not see your accents, your clothes, and everything?
He's asking the question.
Attitude.
He knew the
You know what he was
answer.
doing,
Yeah,
bro?
He knew the answer.
We're playing chess.
Yeah, I know what he's doing.
And he wanted to see what I knew.
Yeah.
And I
Trying to
wanted
get it
I know. Yeah. He was trying to see.
I said Mikey's
He's trying to
no
see if
dummy.
you're going to give yourself
Yeah,
up.
of course.
I want information before I tell you anything about who I am.
Who's going to make the first move? You or
Yeah,
him?
and he played dumb, which was fine, and I
Yeah.
get why he might have had to,
Right.
because of the life he led, and
Yeah.
he don't know who's out here.
Did
but
he
was.
flip? Did he flip the script?
Yeah, bro, he was
I
running
don't
around
know.
4 miles, telling everybody he was gangster. Like an ex-gangster. Bro.
Ex-gangster.
Not a
You're not a
anymore,
gangster
ex.
anymore.
He don't
Yeah,
get paid from them no more.
You got the free pass.
But no, he was well known in my neighborhood, as were many other guys. Many other guys.
Right.
I mean, there was.
But
There's
isn't there a
Gravesend.
Carrozza that got
Years ago, there was a Carrozza, which was an uncle of mine.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Who was
'cause
killed.
They changed the name a little bit, right?
No, same name. He
Yeah.
was killed. He was murdered, really, in plain English. I mean, he was murdered for money.
When you were a child.
I was 13 years old. He died in 1983. I was 13 years old at the time. And he was killed and left on Shore Parkway, by the Bell Parkway, by some people. We'll get to that. Don't worry, we'll get to that.
All right.
And it was all for money. No other reason. I mean, the person that killed him stood godfather to my cousins.
There you go. The closer you are, you got to be close to kill him.
I think I know.
You might know.
And I'm pretty sure I know.
You might know.
I know
Well,
this
see,
little history.
because
little
my
story
uncle
of
had a
it.
lot of business in Canarsie.
Yeah.
He did the funeral homes. He was a community businessman in Canarsie. So it's not like nobody didn't know who he was.
Right.
You know, but it's all over. But this person barely ever talks about it because they don't want to. And I wouldn't blame him, because if he does, there's only one crime that it never ends.
Okay.
And that's
Oh,
murder.
so he's still around.
And that's murder.
He's still around.
Oh, he's alive. He's on YouTube. He's doing good.
Did he?
You
Wait a
don't know
minute,
who it
hold
is,
on.
but we know what.
What?
You
You
say
might
it.
know. You could say who he
And
is.
he's talking about Michael Francis.
Okay, well, that's what you call him, but we used to call him Mikey Francesi
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
when we were kids.
Yeah,
when I was
yeah,
a little kid, we used to call him Mikey Francesi.
I was.
That's
just,
who used to be in my house.
I was just with one of his father's. Dear
So how did he get off on this? one?
The guy we were with yesterday, was one of his father's dear friends. The guy that was
even
with
my-
us.
Yes. Yeah.
It's just dear friend. Took care of him. I mean, very, very good. I
Yeah,
think I showed you some
my
pictures
grandfather,
yesterday.
Tony, Larry's father,
Larry. Mazza.
was no Larry Carrozza.
Oh, Larry Carrozza. The dead guy.
My grandfather was Sonny's right hand man.
Yeah.
Was his right hand man, and the whole Gowanus Club thing back in the '80s in Canarsie there that they were all in. I just was a little kid then and didn't know what to do with all this information. You know, I just kept absorbing it, and here we are.
So he's got some old-time
run away from it.
mob roots, really.
You can't run away from it. Yeah. But that's not me. I don't do that.
No, I know that.
No, here's the trick of it all. Here's the good part, bro.
That. And by the way, he never portrays that.
Here's the good.
And he
here's
straight
the good
out
part
says
about
that.
it. I'm not that. However, I was raised in a household like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't believe in any of that way because I live my life a different way. But I do apply the things that I was taught to my personal and business life.
Yeah, you do. I know that. Yeah.
Because that's
Well,
how
I'm
you
gonna tell
do
you something.
things, right? That's how you do things. You learn.
And that's
you
why
grow,
you were
you-
trained and you're good at what you do, to be honest with you.
And that's what a lot of people say. I think Brooklyn, as a kid, growing up, where I grew up, hardcore, on the streets.
Yeah. People
no
think because you're
phones.
white, you're fucking privileged.
People
think because you're white, you're privileged.
Listen,
What was your privilege?
everyone
Divorced
in
mother,
America,
divorced
everyone
mother and
is
father.
privileged.
Yeah.
Everyone in
That's
America
true.
is privileged.
Thank you.
When you're born in
Thank you.
America, you're
That's
born privileged.
True
End of
statement.
story.
At
End
the
of story.
at the Berman firm, we believe in that too.
You're born privileged.
Yeah.
I don't care what color you are,
Yes.
what gender you are,
Yes.
what you
That's
are.
good.
You're an
No
American.
victims here. There's no
You're
victims.
an American.
You make yourself
you're born
a victim.
free. You can make choices. You're free to be a guy, a girl, like white
Tramp,
people,
bing,
black
bang,
people, this,
cut it
that,
off,
music.
tuck
this.
it under. You do
Right,
anything you
nobody
want.
can tell you what to do. So there's really no white privilege.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just American
American
privilege.
I like this. Hey,
It's just
that's a
American
good one, Evan.
privilege, right?
Evan, our engineer. Do you like that one? American privilege. I love that.
That's
So one of the things I wanted to say, Chris, is besides the pizzerias, as you did as a young guy, right? We have a friend in common that we never knew.
oh yes.
What a
we do.
surprise!
Who's this?
Yes.
Chris and I had a.
You want to get to that story, Mike?
Yeah, but because it's fun, because it's the beginning of your life.
It was actually a pretty weird story. Are you talking about Frankie?
Yeah.
All right.
So he knows Frankie.
Okay, Frankie.
What's Frankie talking
The one by him.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Wait till you hear this story, bro. You ain't gonna believe this.
Yeah.
I'm getting.
Yeah.
I don't have any
That's
hair
how-
because I shaved, but I've been getting goosebumps, bro.
Frankie's a good guy.
Listen, I know that kid since he's this
He's
big.
a good guy.
How
I
big?
know that kid since
Very
he's
good
this
guy.
big,
How big?
bro. This big, bro.
Yeah.
Why?
Let me tell you how. All right.
Tell
All right. So I'm gonna get to it briefly, and then
Put the yeah.
I'm gonna.
Weave it
Years
together.
ago, my grandfather was a collector,
Right.
loan shark. He went to Danbury, did time in Danbury for that, whatever.
This is who we got in this room here,
Okay.
right? I'm the policeman.
So his
I'm
enforcer
gonna sit here quietly.
was a guy by the name of Tony Saravola, which is Frankie's father.
Oh, I know this. I do know
Tony
this.
Limo.
Yes.
Tony Limo. Now Tony Limo was the enforcer for my
Chris, I
grandfather.
don't want to get hurt. Stop hitting the table.
All right. I'm sorry.
It's
all
all
right.
right?
Anyway, there's no one coming up behind me. All right, there's a wall here. All right, good. So he comes to my house. We're sitting at the house. He's on the phone. And he goes to the speaker, because we're just having a drink. And I'm like, who's that? Now, I haven't talked to this kid.
He's heard a voice.
I just heard his voice.
Right.
And I'm like, bro, I know that kid, dude. I know his voice, man. Don't tell me my ears. I know what I know. And he's like, "No, you know him? All right, we started talking. He didn't say Carrozza to him at all.
No.
He just said, my friend Chris. So we get on the phone. Hey, Frankie, how you doing? Where you from? Oh, Brooklyn. Oh, yeah, where'd you grow up? Oh, Bay 28th Street. Oh, I'm from, that's Bay 16, Bay 16th Avenue, rather. Okay. What's your last name, bro? Oh, Saravola. Get the fuck out of here, I said. This guy is bringing my whole past back to life.
I'm sorry.
He's bringing my whole past back to life.
Sorry.
So he comes, he tells me, Saravola. I said, Saravola, your father's Anthony. Yeah. How do you know that?
Your mother.
I said, your mother is, what was her name? Oh, my God.
Not Gina.
No.
Not Maria.
No. Oh, my God. Angie?
Yeah.
No, something like that. Andrea.
Andrea.
So I said, your mother's Andrea. How do you know my mother? I said, bro, I'm Tony Carrozza's grandson. Oh my God. I gotta call my mother. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I once fell in his pool and almost drowned. I said, yeah, I saved you. You fell. My aunt was on the raft. She was drinking. She was having a couple of drinks. Like, I mean, it was a big pool in Bergen Beach, right? Like 71st in between U and V by the sand dunes.
Right.
Okay? And it's just, she got on the phone. She goes, "Oh my God. Now, are you Larry's kid? Or are you Vinny's kid?"
Right.
Which was my Uncle Larry's brother, because she was there through all of this.
Right.
Yeah.
Husband went to prison when my grandfather went to prison.
Yeah.
So she knows us intimately.
Right.
And bro, he came for a Saturday, Sunday, left for the whole Sunday, I was just, I couldn't believe I was talking to this kid that I had saved.
Yeah.
I never thought I would see the kid again.
Yeah.
I never.
You didn't know what happened to him.
I don't know. I mean, Andrew was there. We were there. We were on the pool. The riff.
Turns out they're 100 miles apart in Florida.
The kid's in the pool drowning. The kid can't swim at that time. Bro, he just sunk to the bottom of the pool.
He would sink to the bottom today, too, by the way.
He actually told me the story.
He sunk to the
he
bottom
told
of
me
the
the
pool.
story.
Yeah.
He told me the story.
And then when we were talking, and I saved him, I jumped off the raft, and then my aunt wasn't allowed to come to the barbecues no more.
No more.
No
Too
more.
much drinky.
And you know how they are, bro. The barbecues in the pool, and, you know, in the day, and at the night, all the men are upstairs with their shirts like this, unbuttoned, rolled up. They all got a scotch in one hand and a wad of money right here.
Yeah.
And we used to go, because, you know, they're family, right? So we would go see Uncle Larry and Grandpa and Daddy and this one and this one. And we go around, and they would all say, "Don't say a fucking word." Because we can look at everybody's card.
Yeah.
Tip my dad. He's got 1, 2. He's got an 8. He's got a 5. He's got a 6. You know, and it was a good time.
My father used to take me to card games, and we had signals as a kid. We did have signals.
Yeah,
so we'd go to card games
Of course.
and touch your hair like it was
As a
play
little kid,
baseball.
yeah.
He taught you.
Of course.
So, you know, you get the little edge.
I get it.
So
I
one
get
time I didn't.
Wonder why my father always lost.
Listen, one time I didn't.
He never taught any of us to
One
cheat.
time
For
I screwed up.
There was 7 of
and
us.
I gave him, I think it was the wrong signal. I didn't see the card or whatever, and he got clobbered. He
goes, "You fucking
he abused me in the
wrong
car.
Oh,
No, we used to go around the table. You know, put my hands on Daddy's
Yeah,
shoulder,
yeah,
and be like,
He kissed him.
2, 3, and this one is this one, and then you know.
Well, we played baseball, so
we
it's
were
baseball.
kids.
We knew signals as young kids.
It
5
was
years old.
great. It was
So
a
where
great
did you
time.
end up? So you're
Let's fast forward. So
no,
Uncle
wait.
Larry dies.
You go away.
Uncle Larry dies. Grandpa.
You get a
goes
job?
away.
Do you work? What are you doing?
I was working originally
street.
as a kid.
Yeah.
Well, doing that, but I worked at Queen Anne Ravioli.
Doing that? What's that mean? Doing that?
This and that. You know, this and that. They're
little
friends. They're
this, a little
cousins.
that.
They're cousins with each other. And I just went to work.
Pizza.
I did raviolis for a little while at Queen Anne Raviolis.
you
I
told me
worked
that
there on
story.
18th
That was
Avenue.
pretty cool.
That was great.
Yeah.
Then we moved. My mother moved.
Meaning
my mother,
who?
me, my brother Jojo, rest in peace. My mother, my stepfather, and my sister. My 2 older brothers stayed behind.
Right.
My mother wasn't having any more of that Brooklyn stuff. With
Too
her
much happening.
with
People
her
are
2
dying.
youngest
Your uncle.
sons,
Yeah.
With, you know, with the jeopardy that could happen in her mind at that time.
Right.
What was going on, you know, in the streets.
Right.
Affected the home.
Right.
Because it had something to do with us.
Right. Sure.
So it affected
Your
the
uncle.
home. Yeah, I mean, it was my
How
father.
close
and
was
he
your
my
dad to your uncle's
godfather,
stuff?
bro. He was my godfather.
Right.
I don't get an extra 100.
Yeah, you don't get
football
that
cards,
extra
no.
100. Right. Yeah.
He used
yeah.
to give me all that, take care of me, but that got taken away. So we fast forward. I'm 18 years old. We moved to Florida. We moved to the west coast
How do you
of
come
Florida.
down? In a van?
We flew actually. We actually flew.
You flew down?
Yeah, we flew here because we made somebody drive our cars down here.
Okay.
Because all our stuff was here. Originally, we were supposed to move to St. Augustine, which is beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Gorgeous.
On the
Flew
water.
I don't
up
know
there like
what the
crazy
hell
there.
they were
the
thinking.
hell happened?
I wound up in some, I don't know what.
Cow.
I don't know.
Fucking
Tumbleweeds
pasture.
going across
Some
the road.
cow pasture.
Well, how long?
Rolling up the sidewalks at 9 o'clock. And I'm like, I says to my mother, "Ma, not for nothing, Ma. where's the fucking corner store, man?
Yeah, where's the corner store? He
Where am I
wants
going to get cigarettes? Where am I
He's in
going to hang
Punta
out?
Gorda 30 years
You know,
ago.
because I used to go hang out on the corner back home.
Hey, they used to put the rope out, right? Put the clothes out to dry.
Yeah, and
yell
then-
down the window.
Yeah.
Pull the rope to
Yep.
get the food
Get
back
the underwear
upstairs.
in.
Yep.
Get
My
the
mother used
underwear
to do
in.
that. We used to have the rope that goes out.
Yeah.
She used to do that, and then she used to call us for dinner. Christopher! And everybody would be like, yo, Chris, man, your mom's calling.
Yeah.
I know, man. The whole town can
I
hear
heard
it.
Put the stick ball bat down and run into the house to eat.
Yeah. So I moved to Florida, and, you know, I piddle around for a little while. There's no bakeries here.
Right.
Because I was baking. I got into baking.
Right.
So I wound up at Publix.
Yeah.
So I did 11 years at Publix.
I didn't know that.
I did 11
This is
years at
something
Publix,
new.
bro, yeah.
So you got a pension coming.
I got paid, and they paid me
You
to
got a
go.
501, a 401k.
No, they give you, Publix is a great company, bro. They give you one lump sum.
Really?
If they owe you 80 grand, they give it to you all right
Wow.
Oh, nice. So
No.
what you do with
Anybody
that?
looking for a good job, go to Publix.
now. Publix.
Yeah.
Publix Bakery.
Hey, so when'd you meet Calvin?
Who's Calvin?
I met
Okay,
okay, so
your friend.
okay, so I get to Florida. As soon as I get here, like 2 weeks later, a couple of guys from Ozone Park, Howard Beach, show up.
Right.
Jesus, how'd this happen?
And I'm like, all right. So we all find each other. I don't know how. We just found
always
each
do,
other.
yeah.
There was me from Brooklyn. There was Marco from Long Island, who actually is cousins with John's Deli in Brooklyn. And that's how we met. And then there was, I don't know, there was a bunch of us, right? There wasn't a bunch like 30.
Yeah,
There was
right.
a bunch
A handful.
like 5.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You know,
A
like
handful.
half a dozen.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. A
And,
baker's dozen.
A baker's dozen. And so we all linked up. Calvin was one of these people. So there's Calvin, Felix, Michael, who today is Michael's birthday,
Right.
Tommy, and Higgins, Bobby.
Yeah.
They all come down, and Mike Fabraro.
Okay.
They all come down together. And they forget about it. They tear it up.
See,
These
forget
guys
about
were
it.
crazy.
He whipped the forget about it without
These
even
guys
being
are
asked.
crazy,
He had to
crazy.
forget
They
about
would
it.
come down
He
here.
hasn't been in Brooklyn in 32 years, but forget about it. Come
Brooklyn's in here,
Should
baby.
have been with us yesterday.
Brooklyn's in here.
A guy had a
Thank
wine.
God.
Forget about
Thank
it.
God.
It was
Yeah,
good.
forget about it, wine?
Yeah, it was
Unbelievable.
good. It really
Unbelievable.
was.
Red?
Yeah, unbelievable. Unbelievable.
about it, really.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Maximo, remember,
Yeah.
forget about it. We're going to see you.
Massimo.
That's-
Yeah, Massimo.
Yeah,
I said
yeah.
Maximo.
So, with that being said,
Yeah.
we hook up, now I'm from Bensonhurst, Bad
Right.
Beach. They're from Howard Beach, Ozone Park.
He's
We're
a good-
cousins,
he's
bro.
a really
Yeah,
good
yeah.
guy.
We're
yeah.
cousins almost.
Yeah, yeah,
You
Good
know
guy.
what I mean?
Good guy. He is.
Great guy.
Yeah.
Great guy. We become friends, all that. I become friends with all these Howard Beach kids. You know, they come down in here, and let me tell you something. You Queens guys, bro, you're a little fucking nuts. I understand Brooklyn guys aren't that normal either. But these guys would come down, bro, 15, 16 of them together
Right.
on an airplane.
Right.
All muscle guys, workout guys.
all juicing.
They
All
rent
juicing.
3, 4 Mustang convertibles.
He's talking about my friends.
Yeah,
friends.
we
Look,
go.
he's starting to sweat.
We
He's
go
starting
to a
sweat.
Fort Myers club.
Right.
Now these guys want every girl in the club.
Of course, they own
And,
them.
and anybody gets in their way, there's going to be a
There's gonna
problem.
be a problem.
Well, by the end of the night, the bouncers couldn't handle them.
No.
Nobody could
No one
handle them.
could.
They had the whole place upside down,
Right.
beating the shit out of everybody just to do it.
Yeah. Right.
And I was like,
Yeah.
this kind of feels like these guys are all right.
He's
I
back
kinda
at
like
home.
this.
He's back at home.
Let's see what happens from the fallout.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know what I mean? And we'll go from there. But turned out to be great guys.
That
Calvin
planted
became a
the
great
seed.
friend.
Yeah.
Bodybuilder.
Yeah,
yeah.
To his next career.
Bodybuild.
Well, that started
My
you.
next career?
Yes.
Well,
That
being a
planted the
bondsman
seed.
didn't hit me.
Having your friends get locked up planted
Well,
the
that's
seed.
how I became a bondsman.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
All my
We're helping
friends
them get
were
out.
getting in trouble,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
and I'm the only one who wasn't.
Right. Yeah.
I just wasn't.
Right.
I'm not waiting there for the
not
blueberries
waiting.
and cherries.
You know
to
when it's
show.
time to go.
I'm out of there.
You know when it's
Don't
time
say my
to go.
name. I'm leaving.
Right.
I didn't do a whole lot for that to be a problem anyway.
Right, but you knew when it was time to go.
I was like, you know what? In jail, he's doing 5, he's doing 7. These guys, they're all going county jail regular basis. I think I need to become a bail bondsman. They need to accept some of their money before they give it to attorneys
Yeah.
and whatnot. They need to give it to me.
Right. Nothing wrong with that.
And I'm helping them,
entrepreneur,
right? You
You're an
want me
entrepreneur.
to be on your side.
Right.
You don't want some shady bondsman coming along and saying, you know what, John, listen, you didn't check in today. Let's go. I got to take you back to jail. I don't do that nonsense.
Right. Right.
If I get people out, you're going to be correct.
Right.
Otherwise, you're not going to like me.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm liable for you.
Yeah, look at this. It's
I'm liable for you.
Well,
almost
you
like-
can relate to something with me because you know what? You know this already. I went
sounds
on
like a probation officer.
I know. I'm saying we can relate because I went on the run, and we had these discussions. So when you chase guys like me that went on a run, and you find them, you got the ability from a lot of tracks that we discussed to catch guys.
To
like
catch
me.
guys. Catches and drag his back here.
Yeah. You
Now, I
got-
can't, as a United States bondsman, my license is only good in the United States. There is no bond anywhere else.
Right, but
It's
if
an
you
American
needed to,
thing.
if you needed to find me there, you could find me.
There's ways for me
Yeah.
to get in touch to people
Right.
and other insurances and to
Right.
say, listen, you got him there. Give me a picture of him there.
Yeah,
Just give me
yeah.
a picture of him there. And he's going to wake up in America the next day. I promise you. He's not even going to like it.
Right.
But, and that's, there's ways to, I can't divulge everything. But
Right.
there are ways for us to find other people.
Right.
Now, word of mouth is always the best. Cash is king.
Right.
And when you give somebody cash, you just don't give it to them. You rip it in half, bro.
Yeah,
You
right.
say, here. And now when I get him in handcuffs, I'll give you the other half.
Yeah.
I promise. I'll do it right in front of him. So he knows you ratted him.
Yeah.
If you want, I mean, I don't really care.
Yeah.
And sometimes people, listen, when you got a signer, so you signed for Mike, you get Mike out of jail. Mike's screwing up. Mike's going out. He's not going to AA meetings like he promised you. He's not going to look for a job like he promised you. He's in the bar. He's doing this. You call me up and say, Chris, what do we do? I can't take it no more. He's not sleeping. He's not staying home. He's not doing this. He's with this girl. He's with that girl. He doesn't go to meetings no more. He don't do nothing. Now you're beside yourself because you're responsible. So you come to me and tell me what to do. I said we got two options. Either we sit him down and tell him you got one option and then straighten up, or you go in to see the jail, bro.
Yeah.
And I'll take out my handcuffs and I'll show them to you. Say, listen, they fit you. I know they do. They fit everybody. It's one
One
size
size
fits
fits all. I heard that a lot.
One
when I
size
was getting
fits
locked
all.
up. They're like, don't worry, these will fit
These will fit you.
Put your arms behind your back.
Yeah.
So how do you get to lock up somebody? Do you have to have an order from the judge showing that?
No. Okay, on my bail license, if you would like to see it, I'll show it to you.
I want to see it.
Yeah, I'll show it to you. It says right on the license,
Yeah.
this licensee has the power of arrest. Now, I don't have the power of arrest to someone that is not my client.
Right.
Right.
I can't just walk up to you and say, you're under arrest. I don't have that kind of power.
Right.
I have the power of arrest. If you read the bottom of it, sorry, it's old, it'll say this licensee has the power of arrest.
So what? I never seen. I was a cop for 10 years.
Yeah, I understand.
I never saw one of these.
Were
Ever.
you actually a cop for 10 years?
Yeah, I was. You didn't know
I thought
that.
you were a robber.
Well,
He clocked in for 10
let's not
years.
get it-
He
let's not
clocked
get it
in for
twisted.
10
How many
years.
years were you actually a cop?
You still have my glasses.
No. How many years were you actually a cop? Oh, 48 hours.
2.5 weeks.
I'll have to believe you.
All right, but on the
Did you have to write a
bottom,
ticket?
on the bottom it says
Once or twice.
this licensee has the power of arrest authorized by Section 903, which is the bail sections,
Right.
903 and 646. And I can only arrest people that are on bond.
Right.
And I'll tell you why. So when I take someone out of jail on bond,
Right.
I take them out of jail and they are now my property. And as you know, you can't separate people from their property. So you're running from me and you run into a house.
Right.
Cops can't go in there even if they have a warrant because they're not allowed into private property.
Right.
I don't care where you run. I can go wherever you are, especially if I'm hunting you.
So he has more power.
Well,
More power than the cops.
police.
Yes.
Yeah.
More
'cause
power.
I couldn't go in there.
Years ago, the cops used to call
Without
us.
a warrant, search
The cops
warrant.
used to call us
If
and
I had
say,
an arrest warrant, I could go in.
"Oh no, you can't go in. Not in Florida. You can't go in the house. You can knock on the door, and if you see them, yes.
Right.
But if you don't see
Right,
them, you
that's-
cannot enter.
No, they have to have a search warrant to get in there.
Yeah, that's a search warrant, not an arrest warrant.
Pictures now.
Correct. That's
Two
correct.
different warrants.
Yes,
right.
correct. That's correct.
Mine is an arrest warrant.
Right.
So the cops, they know they can't get in the house. They know the bondsmen have the right to get in the house. So
Right.
they call up and they say, Chris, I got Mikey D here with us, and he's got a warrant, bro, and he's in the house. I need you to go in there and pull him out.
So you have to proclaim a violation of the bond.
Absolutely. I
So-
cannot just
So you
do
have
what I
to
want.
justify.
Well, yeah, it's 3 words. Violation of bond conditions.
Okay.
That's all I put. I don't have to explain to
No.
any judge
No.
or any cop or any courts
Okay.
why. It's not their property. It's mine. So I don't have to explain that.
So he has to shut the fuck up.
Well, there are violation of bond conditions, right? What's a bond condition? Bond condition is you must check
Don't
in once a
drink,
week.
don't do
no, I don't
drugs.
do that. I don't do
I'm
that.
just saying
I don't do that to
Right,
people.
right.
I don't do that to people.
Right.
Parents want me to do that to people.
Right.
I'm like, listen,
Yeah.
your child is a grown-up.
Right. Yeah, it's his
If I have to
decision.
tell your kid to stop drinking,
Right.
to threaten him with jail,
Yeah.
it ain't going to work.
yeah.
As soon as this case is over, he's going back to the bottle.
Right.
So you get him to stop drinking.
You do that, right.
Make sure he gets to court. That's all I care about.
Right.
If he doesn't get to court, out comes the bench warrant. I get the forfeiture notice probably 2 days later. And I usually call.
Right.
Because sometimes you get, what? What do you mean? What do you mean? What the fuck you mean I missed court, bro? I didn't miss court, bro.
Right,
You missed
right.
court. I have a document in my hand that says, you think I just do this?
Right.
You think I pulled your name out of a hat?
Now, do you have to violate him at that?
I have to do something because if not, I got 60 days to pay the bond in full.
Oh, so now that becomes your responsibility.
Well, it always becomes mine. So John signs for you.
Right.
And now I say, John.
You missed court, right?
He missed, bro. I need that $5,000.
Right. Right.
But we got 60 days. So
Right.
tell me where he is.
So I'll get him.
And then I'll get him.
You don't have to
and
pay
then
the rest of
you won't have to pay nothing.
Right.
And then I'll reason with him all the way to the jail. And if he says the right thing and he does the right thing, as soon as he's booked in, I'll get him back out.
Okay.
Right.
Oh.
Because you could have honestly forgotten.
Right.
You could
that
have had a
happened.
doctor's
Yeah,
appointment.
yeah,
It slipped your mind. You
the
got
snowed or
you got
whatever.
cancer brewing all of a sudden. You're not
A
thinking
hurricane,
about
right.
A hurricane
You
whipped
know,
through the
something
neighborhood.
happened with one
My
of your
roof
kids.
collapsed. Yeah.
Something happened when
Be
your
a
kids. Your
hundred
brain's
things.
not there.
Right.
I mean, we're all.
Yeah, right.
I got a
We
flat.
can all make excuses.
I got a flat, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I got a flat tire.
Yeah.
Twice.
Yeah, twice. Two tires. on the
Judges are
same
pretty
car.
cool if you're late. I know in the 20th Circuit here in Florida, where I'm in, listen, bro, you got a flat tire. You call the JA right away. Tell the judge, please, I'm on the side of the road right now. I got a flat tire. I'm going to be there as soon as I can. At least I have knowledge.
Right. You're not ducking.
You're not, yeah, they come out to the
No,
hall.
it's like anybody.
Dowd?
Yeah.
Dowd?
They're ducking you.
He's not here.
Yeah.
Oh, fairly to appear.
So you had pizzerias though.
I had a pizzeria in between this bail business. I took a little bit of a break, and I went and joined with a buddy. Don't ever do that.
I did it.
Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do
That's
that.
a sore thumb with him too.
See, I know what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
But I don't know what you're going to do.
Right.
I can guarantee you what I'm going to do.
Right.
But I can't guarantee you what you're going to do.
Right. Yeah.
I can guarantee you what he's gonna do.
Why me?
I'm gonna eat the pizza.
No, but so I had a partner.
Right.
One of my best friends since 16. Best friend, bro.
And he's not no more, is he?
He's worthless to me.
Okay.
He's one of the guys that couldn't recognize Mikey Scars.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
So he wanted to join the bandwagon because I was kind of looking for something to do on the side. You know, my business runs pretty good by itself. I have agents working for me for both pickups and dropping off bonds, either one.
Right.
So I was like, I got some time.
Okay.
You know, let's do something.
So wait a minute. Did you have the pizzeria before bail, or you
During.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I got my bail license in 07.
Okay.
I got my pizzeria in 14.
Okay. So 7 years into it, you get.
I took a break. I needed a break.
Okay.
It burns you out, bro.
Oh. Yeah.
I mean, you know.
Yeah, I see
Drugs,
you. I see
drugs,
you. I
drugs,
see you. I
drugs.
see the phone ringing at 2 in the morning, 5 in the morning. He's
You
up
know,
at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning.
Drugs.
And
He calls me, hey, what are you doing? Hey, bro, batteries to charge you the week. I told you when I was doing battery all that week. I was doing battery the whole week. And then,
Dewey's 1 week, the next week.
yeah, Dewey's 1 week. And then we got buoys too, bro. Because we got boats around here.
Yeah, boating while intoxicated.
And then, you know, you got all kinds of charges for all kinds of people.
Yeah.
I mean,
Evan, what do we look like?
pick one.
Time-wise, how much time left? You guys are at 45.
I was just going to say we're at
Another
45
15
minutes right
minutes.
now.
You guys can start wrapping.
How's it sound?
15 minutes.
Your character.
Yeah, 15 minutes.
He'll do 10 because he wants to get out.
You can do whatever you want. Whatever you want.
Yeah, come on, whatever you guys
Yeah, yeah.
want.
I don't listen.
Yeah, no, that's good. Yeah.
If
So-
you ever need me back, I'll be willing to have you come back for you guys. I love you guys.
So I want to hear about. So we all hear about the guy that runs around the world chasing people.
Hey, this podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp Online Therapy. We talk about BetterHelp a lot on the show. Hey, you know I had a rough life, and over the years, I'm not shy about it. I go to therapy, you know, to Kevin, and I discuss it all the time with you. And BetterHelp is nothing better than that. You can just get on the phone, reach out. You don't have to leave your house. The weather doesn't matter. The time doesn't matter. You always have a 24-hour access.
BetterHelp is customized online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat sessions with your therapist, so you don't have to see anybody on camera if you don't want to. It's much more affordable than in-person therapy, and you can be matched with a therapist in under 48 hours.
Give it a try and see why over 2 million people have used BetterHelp online therapy. This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp and The Elite Show. Listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/elite. That's BetterHelp, BetterHelp.com/elite. BetterHelp.
Dog the Bounty Hunter. Give us a little story. Come on, I know you have a little story.
I have stories of hunting. Some of
Okay.
them end well. Some of them don't end so well.
Okay.
Only pulled my weapon one time
Okay.
and
See,
used
that's-
it.
See?
Only once in 15 years I've been doing it.
Okay.
What was it?
And you
14 years.
And you pulled your weapon because of what?
First of all, it was a $50,000 skip.
Okay.
He was a violent person.
Okay.
The kind of person that goes around beating people up while they're sleeping with a baseball bat.
Right.
Right. Just itching for me to get him, my hands on him. Itching for a problem.
Right.
I get his girlfriend to snitch him out. I need to know his whereabouts. Because he was packing up and heading out. Because he had some serious charges. He was doing a lot of bad
You gotta
shit.
get some time.
He was. And so we follow her to the place. He comes running out when he sees her car. Boom. We thought we had him. Like that. Well, this dude was smoking crack and shooting up oxys at the time. All day. Didn't feel a thing, bro. At the time, I was 245 pounds.
Yeah.
The guy that I was with when we grabbed him was 325 pounds. Big dude. I was a big dude then. I'm not anymore, but I was.
Yeah.
We gave this kid a shellacking, and he still didn't feel it. So while we're rolling around on the ground, I'm trying to cuff him. I'm trying to get, usually when you get one,
Yeah.
bro,
You get one, you get
bend
the
your
other.
arm the other way,
Yeah,
and you see
yeah.
how fast they give you the other hand.
Yeah, right.
They give it to you right away. Well, he didn't want to do that.
Right.
So he reaches in his, his pouch area, and he pulls out a fucking knife. Now, knife goes through vest.
Yeah.
Bullet doesn't.
You don't have to worry about that. Yeah.
Yeah, but if he's stabbing you, you do.
No, that's my point. You don't have to worry about
Yes.
what it goes through or doesn't go through.
Right.
No one gives
he
a fuck.
pulled one out, and I was just like, I pulled out my gun. We were probably 10 feet apart. And I was right at him. I was like, bro, you're going to get shot, bro.
So there was some distance.
You're going to get shot. And
So
there was like 20.
By the way, 10 feet, I think is still too close. You're allowed to shoot him. But go ahead.
20,
No, right?
I'm not a cop.
What is it, 20 feet, right?
I'm not a
20,
cop.
I think 20, 21
No, I'm not a cop. And he
But
already
what is it
resisted.
for you guys?
He already resisted.
So you can do it off the bat.
We scrummed around the
Right.
fight.
Okay,
So
that's
he
right.
already resisted. So now I have no choice but to up the stakes because
Okay.
he's playing for real now.
Right, no, I get it.
He's not going to jail.
No, I understand.
Well, he went to jail.
He went to jail.
So he's coming running. He starts running towards
Did he go to the hospital first or did he go to jail?
Oh, he went to the hospital first. He limps forever.
Okay.
I shot him in his kneecap and his ankle. He will limp forever.
Intentionally? Be honest.
Okay.
Be honest.
Okay.
Because most people, I would never do that. I would have shot him, sent a mass.
That's what everybody told me to do. But at that point, I was only trying to capture him, and he was running towards me. Running, not running.
Okay.
I get him.
So you were able to,
I was just able to
but you
wrestle
know
and
what,
not.
Chris?
The cop said, "Chris, you missed, bro. You hit his knee. Center mass is up here."
Yeah.
Because every cop at the jail was like,
Yeah.
you should
You
have
had
killed
him.
bro.
You owned him.
should have killed him
Yeah, yeah.
because he was trying to kill you, man.
Of course.
You know, and
so
it
that,
was-
from my position, that's how I would have approached it. But I wouldn't approach it as killing. I would approach it as stopping the guy.
I didn't want to kill him.
Well, so you actually took a choice of actually risking your own life at that moment.
Yes.
You did.
Yes.
You did.
Yes,
Honestly.
because he was out
and you
to hurt
probably
me.
felt if he stares me, I'll be okay. In
I'm
some
not going
way.
to die from a stab wound.
Well, you can.
But
Well,
if,
you
if
can, if
multiple
that's what you
stab
certainly-
wounds, I'm going to die.
Oh, you'll
No,
get
you
one
can
good
get
one,
like
you're
the
dead.
one if he
I've
hits you
seen
in the
it.
right
He
spot.
gets me in the right spot.
Listen, if he hits you fucking right here, you're done. If he hits you here,
Yeah, well, because that's
good
where the
night.
vein goes.
It's good night.
bro.
It's good night, Irene. I've seen
Right.
many guys.
So I shoot him.
One in the
he goes
stomach,
to jail.
inside, you're done.
He goes to prison. You know.
So
he
you
tries to
wait,
sue me.
I've asked you this for a reason because I know
He tries
that
to
you
sue me.
shot him the way you did because you didn't want to kill him. You wanted to make sure you weren't responsible to kill
No,
him.
I wanted him
Yeah.
to go to prison, and
Yeah.
I'm not getting sued
Because
of
that's
wrongful
not an
death.
easy. That's not an easy
Or-
call for anybody.
It's a very quick decision.
But you know what, Chris? And
Quick.
I know. he's got that little.
Well, he's got that edge.
He's got that little. Yeah, he's got that little
You're a
thing in
nice
him.
guy, number one.
Yeah.
But you got an edge from what I said
Yeah.
earlier.
Yeah.
You grew up and was kind of trained in the street life. Another guy, say, I'm going to go back to what we always talk about. A rookie police officer would not have done that. He would have shot him center mass because he's going to be nervous, adrenaline.
He's going to respond
He's
to
not gonna be
training
as
only.
controlled.
He's not going to think.
Yeah, he's not going to
He's going on
really?
training.
You actually thought about...
Seconds go by like an hour.
Well, people don't
yeah.
realize. For the people that
1
don't know the
second.
distance of 10 or 20 feet, it's a fast thing.
It's quick.
And if you would have missed him and his leg,
It would have
he would have got
ricocheted
you.
and would have
Right,
hit something.
and he gets you.
I'm in
and
trouble.
then you're in trouble.
I'm in trouble.
Yeah, you
Because
risked it. You
that
risked
knife
it, though.
goes in and
You
when you
risked
neck, you
it.
throw
I'm in
it.
trouble.
Yeah.
What I'm
in
getting
trouble.
at is you did risk that.
I took
You
the
knowingly
chance.
risked it.
Of course, absolutely.
There's
because
no way you didn't.
He
You
wasn't-
made that decision to risk your life.
I was wanting to capture him. I didn't want to kill
Right.
him. I wanted to capture. I wanted him at the end
You
of the
were
day
willing
to
to
be
take-
in my handcuffs so I
Right.
could say, "I got you, bitch."
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't deserve to be.
I
in the
knew a
street.
rookie cop, and I wouldn't know his name, George, whatever. But anyway, long story short, his first day on patrol, East New York, 660 Hagerman, one of the most popular buildings in East New York, Van Sicklen and Hagerman on the corner, big building. Woman chasing a guy with a knife
Right.
around a bicycle.
Oh my God. A bicycle.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You know, it's a husband and wife. She's chasing.
Was it a Schwinn?
She's chasing. She's chasing him. It's a family dispute in East New York. The cop walks up, tells her drop the knife. She goes, "Fuck you! I'm chasing my husband." He goes, bang, and kills her right there, dead in the fucking street. Now, of course, he lost his job shortly
Did
thereafter.
the husband pick up the knife and try to...
The husband was mad at the cop for killing his
killing
wife.
his
What are you
wife.
trying to do? You killed my wife.
Yeah, so you can't. You gotta try.
See what I'm
Listen,
saying? But that,
out there,
but Chris,
that's
the
it.
diff-
That's
you
an
can't have
that's-
this.
That's the point.
You can't have this. You gotta
Well,
have
he's
peripheral
inexperienced.
vision, bro.
We just talked about this.
What the
It's
kid
about
could have done
training.
was take a nice stick and hit the fucking woman or try. You know what I mean?
Well, he
Done
ain't-
something.
Listen, he wasn't wrong. He actually wasn't wrong.
Well, because she
Zero
was the
wrong.
aggressor with a knife in her hand.
Zero
So
wrong.
that's why he
was saving
it
a
was
life.
Right.
He was technically saving a
It's
life.
still
But
inexperience.
He lost his job.
Right. And he'll
It's
probably never be a
inexperience.
cop
It's
anywhere again.
inexperience. Well,
Done.
yeah.
He's done.
See what I'm saying? But yeah, that shot that day, it's still. The funny part was, my lawyers.
I don't know if they used the Berman.
My
law
lawyer
firm
showed up to the
in
scene.
the lawsuit on that action, but they could have.
My lawyer showed up to the damn
It was a
scene.
New York case.
It was a New York case, so we don't. But we have affiliates in New York at the Berman law firm.
Oh, nice.
Yes, just in
Nice,
case.
nice,
Yes.
nice. Well, I just made friends with them. Hopefully, we can do some business down
Oh,
in
you
Fort
have
Myers.
a Fort Myers.
They have a Fort Myers. They just going to do some Fort Myers. I was just speaking to the young lady up front.
That's nice,
And
that's nice.
we exchanged business cards. And I said, if you ever need anything.
So-
And she says, "Oh, you're the bail bondsman." And I'm like, wow, everybody knows me in
You're
here.
popular.
Everybody knows me, but I don't know
Wherever
nobody.
you go, everybody knows you, Chris.
So she was cool. Maybe that can bring some future business, which would be always great. I love business.
You all like business. And
love
how
business.
How can people reach you?
I'm easy to find. You can go on Facebook.
1-800-BAIL?
You can find me. No, you could go on Facebook and look for Carrozza Bail Bonds. You could go to Google and just Google my company, Carrozza Bail Bonds in Punta Gorda,
How long
Florida.
you been bailing people out?
I've been bailing people out of jail since 07.
07, so if I do the
07,
math in my head, that's
14
what,
years, yeah.
Almost 15 now.
Almost 15. Yeah, I will be, October will be my 15 year.
Okay, well, so he's got some experience.
I'm October 6th.
Johnny,
is
Johnny,
my-
get a card from him.
You got a card? Anybody that wants to get in touch with him, you can always get in touch with through our website also.
Absolutely.
JohnElite.com.
Talking about for me.
for
Get
your
a
bail
card.
when you need bail.
Yes.
You guys actually have my personal phone number,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
they should be all
Oh,
right
I don't need the card.
for now.
But what if they take my phone?
Actually, that's a good
That's
point.
a
and
problem.
That's the biggest
That's a
problem
big
nowadays.
problem today.
But you know what they do? I gotta say, they're not all bad. They're not all bad. It depends who you get. They usually tell you, honey, buddy, take your numbers out
I'm
of
going
your
to do this
phone
the
you
opposite
need
way,
now.
though. JohnElite.com if you think he should be arrested. All right, listen, get in touch with me, True John Elite. My website, JohnElite.com. If you want a baseball bat sign, signatures, books that I have 5 out there, pictures, photos, cigars, and anything that you need to, any of my shows that are coming out, series that are coming out, it'll be all scheduled on my website. And lastly, that is Mike Dowd, and if you want to reach you,
The Mike Dowd on any social media site, pretty much that. Facebook, Michael Dowd.
if you like us, hit the subscribe button, follow us, fans, friends, soldiers. See ya. Pro police, pro
See ya.
America, pro veterans. Remember that. Thank you, guys.
New York City.